could tell me, or we could review together, is the transformations that you're going to see. So the first one here is left or right. Okay. Left or right. Do you remember that transformation that we talked about the other day?
Yeah, let me just write it down.
So let's look at an example here. And I want you to tell me whether this is left or right.
Left or right. First of all, let's just put the instructions down first.
Okay.
The
What do you mean?
instructions like left or right, it changes Y or like that.
Okay. Well, left or right changes X.
Mhm.
I like
Yeah.
I like that you want to be organized. This changes X.
Mhm.
All right. Now I'm going to give you the answer. This first one is right 4. Why is this right 4? How are you going to remember that is what I'm really asking.
For that right there, you should all right,
I want you to tell me how you're going to remember that minus means right. How are you going to remember that?
I have to remember that when minus is right because it just goes down.
Okay, but we're talking about right. Why does the minus mean right to you?
Because the minus is rotating.
Okay, well, that's however you want to remember that. It's right for. So
Yeah.
here's another example. Square root of x plus 3 is left 3.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to remember that? Plus means to the right.
Okay, simple.
Do you have this? Do you have this down in your notes?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 4 examples here. Or four.
I need to write these instructions down, by the way. The up or down horizontal stretch.
You didn't write these down yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to write them out.
Okay,
Hold on,
okay.
let me just write those down.
Yeah, you let me know when you got it down.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can get back to it.
You've got this written down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 examples. And for each of these, you're going to tell me left or right and how many. So whenever you're ready, give me your answer.
Can you go back? I need to write the examples of the X one that we did right now.
I thought you said you wrote it down, Sourish.
I was writing down the up or down changes, Y, horizontal stretches, X.
Okay, but you said, I asked you, I said, did you write this down? You said yes.
I was saying to the other one, but I'm just gonna write this right here. Okay, now we can go.
I'm going to ask this one time, Sourish. This is my last time asking this. Did you get this down? What's on the screen? Because you need this
Yes,
for the
I
next.
got everything down. I got
Okay.
that down too.
Here are the consequences for the next time you tell me something that you're actually not telling me the truth about. We're going to let Dad know, and we're going to talk about why this is happening. So I really need you
No,
to.
I was just writing down the steps, for example, up or down changes Y, horizontal stretch changes X, vertical
Yes,
stretch.
that's
Yes,
good.
I
That's
writing those
good.
down.
That's good. So here's what I'm looking for here in these three problems, A, B, and C. I'm looking for a left or right and how many.
Okay.
So you have two examples. That's enough to do these three problems.
That is down no. Down one.
Okay, let's go back and look at the notes here. What word is written here?
Left,
What word is written here?
right?
Why are you telling me up or down?
Because we're also doing that because we're trying to do.
Not in this problems. These problems are just left or right problems. In fact, I just said it. I said, this is left or right and how much? And then you're telling me up or down. So I'm looking for an answer here. The word left or right, and then you to tell me how much. Like right 10.
Left one.
Say that again.
Left one.
Okay, give me the next one.
Right two.
Right 2. And the third one. The third one is like the first one we just did.
Yeah, that is left 5.
Good, excellent. You are capable of doing this well in math. You are capable, Sourish, of answering my questions succinctly like you did here. That's excellent. Okay, now let's talk about up and down. Okay, so up and down. So here's a function. Here's an example here, x squared plus 7. This is up 7. Here's an example, square root of x minus 3. This is down 3. How are you going to remember that plus means up and minus means down.
I think I know what to do. So what you need to do is that you need to find out that it is its reflection.
I'm sorry, Sourish, I did not say that word in any of this. I'm asking
X
how.
squared plus 7, that is up 7.
I'm
Right
asking,
there.
yes, and I'm asking how you're going to associate the plus with the word up.
I'm going to turn into this subtract.
And minus is down. How will you remember that for
The
tomorrow?
plus. Because it switches to a plus.
I'm asking you, Sourish, like if you see a problem that says x squared plus 7, how are you going to remember that it's up 7 and minus 3 means down 3?
Because whenever you go up, you have to add 7, and whenever you go down, you have to subtract.
Okay, I like it. Now, do you notice that these problems don't have any parentheses and there's nothing else going on under the variable? There's just numbers off to the side. Like there's kind of
Yeah.
the parent function and then something off to the side. Parent function, something off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need some time to write this down in your notes? I recommend that you write this down in your
No,
notes for
I
the.
already got it down.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 example problems. Okay, and I'm looking now for the transformations, up or down, and how much.
Up and down. That right there is is up.
And how many? You tell me up and
Up
how many.
5.
Okay, great.
And for B, down 3.
Okay, and for C,
Up 2.
very good. Okay, now I'm going to give you a combination of 1 and 2, meaning it's going to be right, left, up, down. So these are going to have one of each. Okay, so here's an example. Y equals the square root of x plus 3 minus 4. Okay, so this one is left 3. That's this part. Down 4.
Okay.
So the left 3 is the part that's inside the parent function. It's kind of in the part most closely associated with the parent function, left or right. The down 4 is outside of it.
Okay. All right, I got it now. I got it.
Here's another example. Y equals absolute value x minus 1 plus 2. This one is right 1, up 2.
Right 1, up 2. Right 1, up 2. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Do you have this down
Mhm.
in your notes? Because I'm going to give you 4 problems to do next.
Yeah, I already got it down.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here is, I'm going to give you 4 examples, so just stand by. Okay. For each of these, there's a transformation right or left, and then up or down. I want you to give this a try, please.
Okay. Right 3, up 1.
All right, hang on. Right 3, up 1. Good. Keep going.
Yep, that's right. And left 2, down 4.
Good. Keep going.
Uh-huh. That's right. Right 1 and up 2.
Okay.
And right 2 and down 5.
You got it. Any questions on this?
Nope.
Okay, you're doing really well, Sourish. This is the quality of lesson that I want with you when we're doing it. Okay, let's talk about vertical transformations.
Okay.
This seems to be a really popular one for your instructor. So I'll give you one here. Y equals 2x squared. This is a vertical stretch of 2. And I didn't mention this before. This affects the y value.
Okay.
And then I also messed up and did not give you the up or down transformation that it also affects the y value.
All right.
Let me go ahead and do that here, just so that you don't have it. This affects the y value. Okay. Y equals 1/2. Let me not do that. Let me do 1/3 absolute value of x. This is a vertical. Does your instructor use shrink or compress?
Shrink or compress. I think he just I think gives us shrink. I think
Shrink.
he only gives us shrink.
Shrink of 1/3. Any questions on this before we do some examples?
Yeah. So and also what is the so the vertical shrink and horizontal shrink, right?
We're not going to focus on horizontal quite yet. We'll do some examples first. That's the hardest one for most students to
Horizontal shrink is very hardest.
yes.
What about vertical shrink?
Vertical shrink is when the number on the outside here is between 0 and 1. And it's
Okay.
a stretch if a is greater than 1.
Okay.
Let me know when you have this down in your notes. I want to give you a couple of practice problems for us to work on.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get that down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, go back up. Go back up. Go back up.
This is everything.
Okay. Down.
Okay, fantastic. So here's your first practice problem. Y equals 1/4 square root x plus 2 minus 5. This has 1, 2, 3 transformations. The left or right comes first, the up or down goes last, and the stretch or the shrink goes in the middle. So I want them in order. I want you to first write down how much left or right it's going, then the vertical stretch or shrink, and then how much up or down it's going.
Okay.
How are you doing on this one, Sarge?
Yeah, this is hard.
It's not hard, Christopher. It's not hard, Sarge. This is exactly like when we just did. Like, I'm telling you the order as well. X plus
Left
2.
or left and right one. What do you mean left and right? Left and right one.
I'm telling you that there's 3 transformations, 1, 2, and 3. I'm asking you to put them in order. It's
Oh,
just a
yeah.
list. It's just a list. It's like fill in the lines here. And the previous problems you did were
Left
just
is +2 and right is -5.
okay, no. Sarge, we just did problems like this. You just did 4 problems in a row like this, where you said left 2, down 4, right?
Yeah.
Right 1, up 2. I want you to look at this problem without the 1/4. Without the 1/4. Is it, and what's going on in here? Is this left or right, and how many?
That is left.
Left, how many?
Left 2.
Okay. That's what L/R means, left or right. Now, up or down comes third. Is this up or down?
Down.
Down, how many?
Down 5.
Okay, now the middle one, is it a stretch or a shrink? And it's based on this number here. Is this number less than 1?
Number less than 1. Yes.
Okay, so does that a stretch or a shrink from your notes?
Shrink.
It's a shrink 1/4. Okay,
Uh-huh.
get this example down in your notes. We're going to do another one like it.
Okay.
Do you have this down?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your new problem to look at. Y equals 5/2 x plus 2 cubed minus 7. There are 3 transformations. The first one is right or left. The second one is shrink or compress. I'm sorry, stretch or compress. I'm using the wrong words here. Stretch or shrink. The last one is up or down.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me the transformations here, please, in order. How much right or left, stretch or shrink, and then up or down.
Okay.
Sourish, do you have some answers for me?
Yep, I know what it is. So okay. So one right there, right? That plus two right there is a left two.
Okay, keep going.
Yep. And for 5/2, that is shrink 5/2
Why is it a shrink?
because it's a fraction.
That's not how you decide it. Let's go back and look how you decide. It depends on whether the number is bigger than 1 or between 0.
Ah, wait, that's a stretch.
Okay.
Stretch.
Stretch, stretch.
5/2.
Okay,
And for up or down for and that right there for 7, that is down 7.
down 7. Okay. Now you're doing really well, Sourish, but I feel like you're waiting until I am asking you if you've done the problem to do the problem.
It's just one question.
So what I'd like you to do, Sourish, is I'd like you to actually work on the problem after I write it down and not wait until I ask you if you started working on it. Let's go
Okay.
9 absolute value x plus 6 minus 3. This has 3 transformations. I want you to do them in the correct order. This is the same order as the previous problems. Go ahead and give me those transformations.
Okay.
Sourish, give me the transformations.
I am doing it.
Okay, well then tell me the
Yep.
first
The
one.
transformations for I say up and down first.
That's not correct. What did we do first in the previous problem? You wrote it
First of
down.
all, that's plus 6. So that means it's right there. That is left 6.
Okay, agreed. Keep going.
And for 9, that is stretch 9.
Good.
For -3, that's down 3.
Yes, excellent. You can do this. All right. New transformation. Reflection over the x-axis. Okay. Here's an example. Y equals minus x squared. That's a reflection over the x-axis. Here's another
Okay.
one. Minus square root of x. That is also a reflection over the x-axis.
Yep.
Okay, do you have this down in your notes?
Writing that. Let me just write that down.
This affects the y value.
That's a reflection over x-axis. Okay. Let me write that down.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it down?
Uh-huh.
All right, so new problems here. These are going to have more than one transformation, okay? So let's take a look here. Y equals minus square root of x plus 6. This has 2 transformations, Sourish. I'll take them in either order.
Okay. All right. That right there. So right there. That's right there. One is reflection over x-axis,
Very good.
and 2 that is up 6.
Yes, you're doing great. Like it. Okay, new problem here. Do you want to get that one down?
Yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
It's okay if you don't. I'm some of these examples, we'll just do a bunch of them. All
Mhm.
right, here's a new one. So this has 1, 2, 3 transformations.
Okay.
I'll take them in any order at this point.
And that right there is right 2. And for 1, that's up 1.
Okay.
And for 2 right here, right there, that's I'm gonna be saying it's gonna be a yeah, reflection over x-axis.
Good. Okay, let's look at another one here. This has 2 transformations.
Okay. That right there is right 1, and for 2, that is stretch 2,
Vertical stretch.
vertical stretch.
Okay. Now for the last few, I'm not going to tell you how many transformations there are. You have to determine them. So take a look at this and see if you can tell me how many transformations there are.
Okay, I'm trying it out on my own. Now, what you need to know is that right there, -3 is -3. That is right 3, and x squared is reflection over x-axis.
Okay, so I agree. It is a reflection over the x-axis.
Yeah. And
The other one is not right 3. There's nothing in parentheses.
so it must be for that right there. It needs to be just I would say only down 3.
There's nothing over here.
So just vertical shrink.
Well, is this number bigger than 1?
No. You know what vertical stretch I would say?
Yeah, vertical stretch.
Ah,
Stretch there. Go ahead and make sure you write this one down in your notes. We'll do another one like it here in a moment.
okay.
Let me know when you have this down, Sourish. We want to get a few more problems in before we close out our lesson.
Okay. I got it there.
Okay, so here's a new problem here. Y equals -1/4 square root of x.
Okay. Let me solve that. Okay. Now that right there is a vertical stretch. Oh wait, no, vertical shrink,
Okay,
and the x is reflection over x-axis. Unless maybe it's gonna be y-axis, I would say.
it's the x-axis.
All
Okay,
right.
good job here. Let's do another one here. Y equals -3 absolute value x plus 2 minus 4. This has 1, 2, 3, 4 transformations. I'll take them in any order.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me one of them, Sourish. Give me one of the
Yeah,
transformations that
yeah,
you see.
that right there, number one right there, that's left 2, and
Okay.
for 4, that's down 4, and for -3, that is so that is shrink.
It's a shrink if it's less than between 0 and 1. Is that number between 0 and 1?
No,
Okay, so it's a stretch.
stretch.
Of
And for number
3.
2, that's and number 2, reflection over x-axis.
All right, very good. All right, I think you gave a great effort today, Sourish. I really want you to do this every time we get together, but that'll do it for us for now. Let me know if your dad is